Thank you! We just become best friends, yup!
Jimmy Anderson has just boarded the plane.
I want it all, and I want it now!
Ron Anderson became a member of the cabin crew.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup!
Stephen Truman has just boarded the plane.
What? Thank you! We just become best friends? Yup!
Captain Sam has just boarded the plane.
I want it all, and I want it now!
Peter Oates became a member of the cabin crew.
I want it all, and I want it now!
Flamingoran became a member of the cabin crew.
I want it all, and I want it now!
Stephen Gale became a member of the cabin crew.
I want it all, and I want it now!
Rymister became a member of the cabin crew.
I want it all, and I want it now!
Kieran Burke became a member of the cabin crew.
I want it all, and I want it now!
Rivet 41 Red became a member of the cabin crew.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup!
Jim GK has just boarded the plane.
What? Thank you! We just become best friends? Yup!
Super Cyanide 1 has just boarded the plane.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup!
Vajimesh Tomchik has just boarded the plane.
I want it all, and I want it now!
Keith Sheldon became a member of the cabin crew.
What? Thank you! We just become best friends? Yup!
Michelle Levesque has just boarded the plane.
Hey guys, how's it going? Are we all ready for it? Hey? Ba-ba. Here we go. Oh. I forgot I had the shelf up. What a fool. Come on, mate. Let's get it going. Let's get it on. Hello everyone, welcome to another Fighting Fantasy Feston. And today we're doing the House of Hell. And I cannot wait to get to this one. How is everybody doing? You right, Flaming Heron? Rhymester, Wargaming Dad? How's it going, mate? Has anyone finished this book, mate? I don't think I've ever finished this book, but I have seen the imagery at the end of the book. And it's pretty cool, to be honest. Like, here is like a sneak preview. I think towards the end, whole house goes up in flames, but... And out of the ashes, you survive. Let me know what the audio levels are like here, because audio is going to become really important during this one, guys. This is like, I should have done this one for Halloween and done like a scary themed one, but that's exactly what we're going to be doing. You know, that this is a scary Halloween themed one. So finishing a Fighting Fantasy game book, is that the intent? Yes. That's supposed to be what we're doing, but yeah, we'll see. So this one's fairly easy though. It's just skill, stamina, luck, fear, and then what shit you've got with you. Dead easy. But in all honesty, like it's really hard. In all honesty, so I can't wait to get through to it. To be honest, this one, I think this is the one in Warlock magazine. Is it? No way. There is always the double ones, though. The double ones. I mean, for anybody who's first watching and has never seen any of this before, doesn't know what this is Fighting Fantasy. Basically, Dungeons and Dragons. You know, European style. Okay? So, let me sit up in my chair here. This was written by Steve Jackson, as you can see. and the illustration, the cover illustration. Just look at that cover illustration there. Like, that is nuts. Yeah, look at that dude there. That is nuts. That's done by Ian Miller. Okay, guys? And all the internal artwork as well was done by Tim Sell. Look at that. Like, guys, you guys have got like a real... Right, I'm going to recommend... You guys are in for a treat. I've set something up. You guys are in for a treat. I am going to recommend, though, that everybody puts headphones on for this stream. Okay? It's very important. And whack the sound up on your headphones. Okay? Obviously not to the point where I'm bleeding your ears. But, guys, trust me. You're going to want to have headphones on. This one. Okay? Trust me, it's very important that everybody's got headphones on. So if you haven't got them, go get them now. Okay? Hey, Spellsing, how's it going? Frank, how's it going there? You can only lurk today, but a bit gutted, mate. If you're lurking, Spellsing, put your headphones on, mate. First one I didn't complete back in the day. Previously kept playing them repeatedly with the OCD determination. Mate, that is exactly what us fighting fantasy adventurers are. We just, you know, we're the heroes full of OCD to get these done. Like, I have never completed many of the books that I've got. Like, I've got them all, and I've never completed many of them. And this is what really this is all about, in a hopes that I get to complete it. So, in the hopes. Fingers crossed here. So, I was actually scared when I read this book when I was younger. Those pictures. Guys, this is exactly what I'm hoping you guys are going to be doing, is getting scared. That's why I want you to wear headphones. Let me just turn the creepy dungeon down a little bit, though. Because that's going to drown out, excuse me, what else I've got planned. And I can't wait. So... do we have your maps? I'm not going to be using a map, okay, today, but there is maps of this book that Rhymester has done, but I'm not going to be using them today because I do want it to be surprised. I want it to be surprised. And again, for anybody who perhaps this is the first time that you do know about the books, we've changed and tweaked the rules a little bit to where, you know, it's the difference of dice roll which determines the damage, not just minusing off 2 points. And if you roll a double 1, it's an instant death, and if you roll a double 6, it's an instant kill for the opponent. So that keeps the element of surprise, because, you know, these books have been out for over 20 years now, so I'm sure everybody's read it. Like, right. What else? I can't think of anything else, to be honest. I'm really excited to get this one going, to be honest. But what's everybody been up to? What's everybody been doing today so far? You know? Oh, that flicked off for a second. Why is that? Guys, I've got to say this, right? There might be technical glitches during this stream, okay? I had a little bit of internet thing happen just before I went live. My OBS encoder was reporting a higher bitrate for some reason, but then YouTube was saying you ain't got enough bitrate for the stream, and I'm like, so I restarted the OBS thing, and now it seems okay, but I'm just saying it might glitch up a bit later on. But we'll try and we'll see how it goes. So you stayed up too late yesterday gaming. No way. You walked the dog this glorious British weather, guys. Yeah, it's been pretty decent. I feel like here in the UK it's winding down though, because it's not as hot as it has been like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, man, it was sweating. You know, fans were blasting on me and it was still sweating. PC had a fan blasting in it and it was still heating, you know. Oh, do you know what? I've got to actually thank somebody because somebody did a thing here. Where is it? Yeah. I mean, I've got to do this because I've only just noticed this, but this is from back in July. The date on it is the 7th, July the 13th, but I've only just seen it now. Somebody actually donated to, like, they tipped me. I don't know how that works and that, but and this is what they said when they did it.
Holy shit.
Richard tipped $3.33. Hi, Adam, really like your streams, especially about P3DV6. Completely agree, the whole Fs community is getting MSFS brainwashed. Just a tip would be nice if you use the fuck word a bit less.
Right, so somebody's paying me to not swear, guys. Right, so I'm gonna try my best not to do the Gordon Ramsay, okay? I honestly, like, I don't ever sort of watch my tongue, do you know what I mean? So he swears paying me to not swear. Yeah, fuck that. No, I swear I will abide, like, I will honor that. Somebody's, you know, done something nice and I will honor that. So they want me to swear less. Maybe that only applies to P3D though, in the flight sim vids. Maybe that only applies to the flight sim stuff. How about that? You know? Heard hell of a crunch when I stepped out of my car. Ooh, autumn leaves. Starting to get hot here. I was so used to closing windows to keep heat in during the winter. Flaming Heron, are you down in Australia then? So it's starting to get, so, you know, because I haven't got anything round here to, you know, like, so yeah, we're at the top in the northern hemisphere. We've just experienced summer. Australia and everybody down there is now going into summer, and it's like the first month of spring. Oh, guys, spring and summer are my favorite seasons of the year. There is a line in a Queen song, in The Miracle, which they didn't. It was like an alternate version of it, and it's a line that they, a version of it, sorry, that they never released, only until like 2 years ago, and then they finally released it. And let me just get the actual lyric up, because honestly, it's such a beautiful. It puts it straight in your head, the beautifulness of the writing. Where is it? Here it is. The breath of spring on a winter's day, and the power of love to take the pain away. Like, the breath of spring on a winter's day. Anybody who goes outside in the winter and then notices it hitting spring, they know exactly what that means, man. Honestly. Beautiful. Every second word is a swear word over here when people speak. It's over 33 degrees already, guys. Holy a moly. Me, a Queen fan, mate? Do you know what? I'd probably say so, yes. To the point where I've got his will, I've got his death certificate, his birth certificate, all copies, obviously. I've got real rare recordings. I've got literally every recording you could think of that they've done that is, like, available. I've got so much collected stuff over years. I even, when the Bohemian Rhapsody film came out, I was working at a cinema, so I dressed up as Freddie and did a stage performance for the people who watched it for the first time, and also went down into, do you know what, I could actually probably link you that, but actually no, it's too embarrassing, to be honest. I dressed up as Freddie, we went down into the town and got, like, the whole town clapping "We Will Rock You." My mom even showed up and everybody was, you know, clapping along. Honestly, did I see some of Freddie Ox? Oh mate, honestly, that is very sad. I can't believe it was sold off, but I understand why it was done, but it's just really sad. I don't think Freddie would have approve. But then again, who knows what he told her? You know, he could have said, "Listen, my dear, after 20 years, after my name, after nobody's really, you know, I'm not in the charts anymore. Please, just go sell the lot, make loads of money, darling. Sell the lot." You know, so who knows? But yeah, it's a shame it was all sold. It's all now. Instead of it should have been. It could have been put in a museum for everyone to enjoy. But it's now been split up over the world. I even saw a post where a girl, her dad bought the crown and cloak for her, and she wanted to sell it on, but it was like, no, you're not allowed to resell these items. You have to keep them. And I'm just like, the fuck? He didn't want it in a museum. Yeah, but spread across the world. Somebody said to me, like, you never know what is going on now with those pieces. What if you have some weirdo rich billionaire who just doesn't look after these pieces, you know, ends up bloody sitting in the crown in his billionaire mansion going, "This is the one that was at Magic," oh! And it like just ruins it. You know what I mean? You just never know now. You never know. So it's a shame. But anyway, let's move on, shall we? They did a brief exhibition of it. Yeah, they did. I wanted to go to that, but I didn't have the time to get down there. It was free to go. Like, you could walk in and see him. There's loads of pictures everyone's put up, but he's here within me, so I don't need to go. He follows me everywhere. Anyway, guys, how about we begin this House of Hell before it turns into something else? Who knows? Costumes from my favorite TV series got cut up for collector's cards. Wow, no way. Right, House of Hell time, guys. Steve Jackson. Let me just have a quick... This is dedicated to Helen, Martin, and Pam. So this stream is dedicated to Helen, Martin, and Pam. And Steve Jackson, if you're watching, can you let me know who those people are? Because I have no idea. I doubt any of them watch this. I doubt it. Right, so there is a new thing in this, guys. There is a new thing. Fear. Guys, I am going to try, if everybody who's wearing headphones, please let me know if you've got headphones on. I've got them on, clearly, you can see that. But let me know if you're wearing headphones, because you're in for a treat if you're wearing headphones. There is something called the fear score now, guys. It says, as well as surviving your adventure by ensuring that your stamina never goes down to 0, in the House of Hell, you must also avoid being frightened to death. Before you begin your adventure, let's do this now. Roll 1 die and add 6 to the result. So I rolled a 5, which means we had 6. We have a fear score of 11, which is pretty good start, I'd say. This total will give you the maximum fear you can bear. Your fear score is the number of points you can take before being frightened to death. During your adventure, you will come across situations where you must, for example, add 1 or whatever, add or 2 or 3 or whatever. Your fear score will start at 0, so let's make sure we note that, 0. And you add fear as you go along in the book. And if your fear score reaches that maximum that we rolled, which is 11, we're not fine. We're not fine. We are dead. We're scared to death. We white hair, shocked face, everything. So that is that, guys. It says here you begin your House of Hell adventure with no weapons whatsoever. So your skill score must reflect that by having a -3 until you pick up a weapon, which will be identified in capital letters in the text when we come across it. So, right, Spelsing's got his headphones on. Wargaming Dad says he's always wearing them. So, guys, you're in for a treat, I'll tell you that now. Right, I might have to actually take off this creepy dungeon music. So, I'll tell you what, I will just minimize it down a little bit. You guys might hear, let me know if you hear an echo of that creepy dungeon music. You might, but let me know how intrusive it is. Right, because we want to set the scene. Actually, do you know what? I'm gonna Yeah, really minimize that down. Because we want to set the scene. We want it to be deathly quiet. Okay. I've got to add a bit of a change around of things here. So I've got my screen at a different angle now. So I'm sorry if I'm always like looking that way. But it is what it is. Right. There's always one true way through this book. Let's roll for our shit now, shall we? Oh. Guys, we're going to have a tip jar or something going on every time I swear. You know, I'm sorry. I've got to try and stop. Or was it just the F-bombs? Is it just the F-bombs he was talking about? What do you think, guys? Let me know if you think he meant all swearing or just like the F-bombs. Right, skill. It's so sad when people who are watching you have to say to you, mate, I'm paying you to swear less. What kind of wanker does that? Right, okay, let's roll for skill. Is 1 die. I rolled a 6. Guys, I rolled a 6. We've got a skill of 12. Ba-boom. That is a great start. But we start with a skill of what, 9? Skill of 9 first. Because we haven't until we get a weapon. So that's the best. Shit, just drop me dice. Just drop me dice. Just drop me dice, guys. I'm going to try and pick it up with my feet. And like a chimpanzee, he does it. Guys, I just picked up the dice with my feet. How skillful is that? That's because I rolled a 12. Oh, I also picked up some popcorn in between my toes as well. Picking up too much here with my feet. Right. Guys, I got it. How skillful is that? Right. So that's that. Let's do the next one, which is our stamina now. So that's 2. You always died scared to death in this. I rolled an 8. So that's like 20. Well, that's pretty good. That's decent. That's doable, I would say. Now we're going to do luck. 4. So that's a 10. That's not too bad. Like, they're respectable scores, guys. They are respectable scores. It doesn't say anything about potions, guys. So we're not carrying any luck, stamina, or anything like that. So we're just a person, and that's it. You know, you don't have it. You don't even have. I mean, it does say items of equipment carried. So I guess we have a backpack, which means it holds 7 items. 5, 6, 7. So, ew, what's this? Got an advert playing here. Get rid of that. Right. So, I'm going to have a sip of my drink, and we're going to begin this. Hang on. Oh, yeah, 30 minutes. So we're already 30 minutes in. Okay. Right. F's in the chat to begin, guys. You guys are in for a right one, I tell you now. I tell you now, my friend. Right. I'm going to minimize you because I don't need to see you anymore. You're up here for making sure I'm illuminated beautifully. And let's go for it, guys. If you're watching and not say anything, that's fine. Lurking is all good. And here we go, guys. So it starts off with the rain spatters the window screen relentlessly. Guys, by the way, this book is set on Earth. Not set in the Fighting Fantasy verse. This book, I think it's the first one we've come across, is actually set on Earth. So it starts off in a rainstorm. So got a thunderstorm brewing already, guys. Is that too loud, by the way? Let me turn that down a bit. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, It's a little bit. Is that better? That should be better. Thunderstorms, guys, they are loud, so don't be scared. Come on. We're not wimps here, yeah? Maybe a bit more. It's fine, is it? Okay, fine, fair enough. I'll just turn mine down so I can hear myself. You can see no more than a watery gloom as you strain over the steering wheel to see the road ahead. Or like that. Can't see anything, mate. Can't see anything. You know. Although the wipers flap valiantly, they are fighting a losing battle as the rain drives harder and harder. Your foot eases off the accelerator. The headlights struggle to light up the road ahead. Damn! You curse that white-haired old... Guys, that was the book swearing, not me, by the way. So, you know, that doesn't count. You curse that white-haired old man who sent you off along this bumpy track. Probably he meant the second turning on the left, or even a right turning. Oh, man, the old fool. Perhaps this is his idea of a joke. After all, didn't you notice a mischievous glint in his eye? Something vaguely sinister? But what sort of nonsense is this? What sort of bull is this? So you've taken a wrong turn and you got caught in a downpour in the night. The rain will ease off soon, okay? It can't possibly keep up this deluge for long. And then you'll be able to... Watch out, guys! You spin the wheel frantically to the left to avoid the figure who from nowhere shows up in the headlights. The car bumps, jolts, and it bounces over like Fast and Furious style down a rocky roadside and thumps into a ditch. Ah! Oh my god. Actually, I do need to turn that up a little bit. I'll turn the volume up a bit. And then turn the rain down a bit. Because we just had a car crash, right? We just had a car crash and... dripping blood. And you collect your thoughts when you come to. You are unhurt, but shaken. Then you remember what has happened. The body. You must have hit the figure, which appeared. There was no way you could have avoided him. You spring out of the car, praying that he is still alive. Your clothes soak up the rain as you hobble back to the road. Actually needs to be... hobble back to... In the darkness, it's difficult to see anything, but there is no sign of the body. The body is gone. You consider the situation. Are you certain that it was someone and not a trick of the light? Yes, I'm no fool. You can remember the arms held up in fright as the car collided and the look of anguish on his face. His face! There was something familiar about that face. The man you recognized was the old man with the white hair at the petrol station when you pulled in for gas. Your heart leaps. No, that is impossible. But with a shiver of fear, you race back to the car, jump inside, force the key into the ignition, and twist it violently. The starter coughs, splutters, and dies, and you swear violently as many times as you like about American cars and how crap they are. You hit the key again, but this time a single shudder is all the engine can manage. It's going... It's like, you know what, there's no point. This car is gone. You grasp the wheel with your hands and shake it desperately as if to force some life into the car. That basically is what you're doing. But the battery is gone. The battery's dead. Your car is certainly not budging from the ditch tonight, and your situation is hopeless. But now the plight of your car is paramount. And this is all, guys, before mobile phones and GPSs. I like to think this book is set in the 1960s. That's kind of how I picture it, you know? So it's an old car. There's no technology really, you know, to help us. So forget it. Where can we get help, guys? We did pass a garage, you know, at Mingleford, right? Mingleford. Don't know where that is. Hey, anybody know where Mingleford is? Let me just look this up here. Oh, I'm kind of curious here. What is Mingleford? Let me type in this and see what comes up. Because this is set on Earth. This isn't set. So there should be a Mingleford. There's a Mingleford electrical, which is in Australia, guys. It's an electrician in Australia. So that's pretty creepy. The fact that I have a lot of Australian viewers, and that's the first thing that comes up when we type in a name from the book. In fact, it's the only thing that comes up, guys. There is no place called Mingleford anywhere. It's all Mingleford Electricals, Mingleford Electricals. That's okay. And then a House of Hell reference, guys. How weird is that? Plucking it out of his... Dude, I've just dropped the dice again. This dice is doing me head in. Why is it so... It's gone to the same spot again, guys. This is creepy. I've got a chimpanzee in again. Like, this is so weird. Right. Oh, man. You passed the garage at Mingleford, but that was some 20 miles away, so... But then, as if in an answer, a light appears, because it's a storm, isn't it? And you're outside. But a light appears in the distance. Someone has switched on a bedroom light, which probably means they go to bed soon, so better haul it. What a stroke of luck. It was at least 15 miles back that you passed the last house, and you happen to have someone you happen to have broken down just a short distance from someone's house? How convenient. You button up your coat and you open the door of your car. Like from the outside, you can just see the building more clearly. Just ahead, on the left, a drive winds up to a large house. It's a good 15 minutes walk away, and by the time you reach it, you're going to be soaked, drenched, completely just like dripping. How else, though, are you going to get to call this garage? Because hopefully they've got a phone. You've heard of these things. It's called the telephone. It's pretty new in the last like 20 years to homes, and hopefully they've got this advanced technology that you can ring. And you can't miss tomorrow's appointment, guys. Evidently, we've got an appointment tomorrow that we can't be late for. So, go you must. Anyway, you'll probably be able to dry off inside after phoning the carriage. A lot of assumptions about this person who might actually be asleep at the time you get there. But anyway. You slam the door, turn up your collar, and set off for the house. A flash of lightning lights up clearly for you, but in your preoccupation with the rain, the warning from above is wasted on you. The house is very old. Very old. And it is in a shocking state of repair. The light in the window is flickering, you know, on and off. It's doing thing. Most likely an oil lamp. Certainly not electric. They can't afford that fancy stuff. And you don't notice the fact that you might have turned. And you don't notice a fact that might have turned you back anyway. There is no telephone line going to the house. No point then, is there? Might as well just turn around and go find another house. Isn't it? Like, if they ain't got a telephone, why are we even bothering to knock on their door? As you climb the steps to the front door, little do you realise what fate has in store for you. Tonight is going to be a night to remember. Trust me, guys, it's going to be a night to remember. I will shovel you not. Okay. Is it night time for anybody, by the way? Guys in Australia. Is it night time or something? I don't know. So, that's basically the introduction, guys. That is just the introduction. And there is the house in question. Pretty cool, isn't it? Hang on, let me get some atmosphere going as well. You see that atmosphere? Is it making any sense, that atmosphere? I don't think it's working. I don't know. I don't know if it was working. Hey guys, actually, I did this thing on my phone with an app once. Let me see if I still got it. And basically, where would it be under? Wordle, there we go. There's an app where you can actually take a picture and animate it, and I did do it. And I turned the House of Hell into an animated cover. It's called Wordle. And basically, yeah, added smoke and rain and turned the cover into an actual, like, animated one. I don't know if you can see, but that demon guy is moving as well. You can catch that. Yeah. It's pretty cool, like. And I did loads of covers. I did, I did films as well, but Dead of Night's pretty cool. I did that one. That one's a good one. And I did Blood Bones as well. That one was good. But yeah, I wanted to do them all basically, but I've still got the app. I might go look into it, but who knows? You love the artwork on this. Tim Cell, yes. Tim Cell. Right, you climb the creaking steps up the front door and pause to catch your breath. Even though you ran all the way up the drive of the car, you are soaked through. Your feet are particularly wet, and judging by the number of puddles you stepped into in the dark, the drive needs a small fortune spending on repairs. But under the porch, you are out of the storm, and you brush the rain from your clothes before turning towards the door. The rain is still pelting down, but an eerie silence hangs in the air. No lights are on downstairs. You step back off the porch to check the upstairs window, which attracted your attention earlier. Nothing. No lights. The whole place seems to be deserted, but then you remember the time. Do you remember the time when we had enough? Remember the time we first met? 5 minutes to midnight. Woo! Guys, that's the witching hour, isn't it? I don't know, it's something in Scary Land. Everyone in the house has actually probably gone to bed. There's an owl that hoots in the distance. Ooh, and a shiver runs down your spine. The situation is a little scary. And here you are in the middle of nowhere, right? And at some strange rundown old house about to wake up. Whoever lies inside at midnight. I mean, car crashed, so, you know, just gotta roll with the punches. They certainly won't be too pleased if you have to wake them up, but you have no choice if you're going to make your all-important appointment tomorrow. You must reach at least a telephone to call for help. So you step up to the front door. From the left-hand side of the house, a dull glow catches your attention. A light has been turned on. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least somebody is awake. You consider your options. There is an elaborate knocker in the middle of the door and a bell. Okay. Is everything like with the audio? Is that everything all good with the audio? There's a bell pull hanging down to the right. You can either knock the door, right, pull the cord, or creep around the back of the house to investigate. Guys, what do you want to do? Do you want to pull the cord, ding dong, knock the door, or check out, go sneaky around the back? Sounds good. What do you want to do, guys? Guys, this is going to be a good read through. Okay. You want to knock the door? Okay. Shall we knock the door then? My poor ears. Guys, it's all good, man. It's all good, guys. There's nothing to worry about, is there? Nothing to worry about. A few moments later, the door handle slowly turns and the door opens. Yeah, we knocked the door, didn't we? Standing in the doorway is a tall man dressed in a dark suit with tails. His long face is solemn. Yes? He asks indignantly. You smile nervously and explain the situation. You know. Your car is broken down and you need to reach a phone and you're soaked to the skin. Right, so yo mate, so this is what it is, man. It's in me taco and it hit the ground, right? So it's getting wet and I need to come up, man. I need to use your phone to go phone the bros to come and help me. In it, right? You with me? Alright? Basically. The old man's face remains expressionless. Come in, he orders. The master is expecting you. Follow me. He leads you into a reception hall. So now it's like we're indoors now. So it's kind of like a different sort of, you know, you can hear the rain outside, but not like it's kind of muted a little bit because it's outside. You know. Actually, hang on. More like this. Yeah. It'll be more like that. Okay. Leads you to a reception hall, tells you to sit down while he gets his master. Master! There's someone here to see you. So you sit down in a solid carved chair and start looking around because we're nosy. The reception hall is certainly not what you would have expected from the outside. It is elegantly decorated with rich tapestries and fine oak panels. A number of portraits line the walls. A sturdy 16th century table is set against one wall. What shall we do? Shall we sit here and wait for our host to arrive like a good little person? Or shall we go and nosy those paintings and have a study of them? Or do you want to hunt around for a telephone? You know? What shall we do, guys? Look at the pictures. Let's go study those paintings because we do like fine art. We're a bit of an aficionado in fine art, so let's go have a look and see if they've got any hanging, you know, Picassos or anything. Yeah. So we get up, we walk over to the portraits. There's 3 portraits which sort of take our eye, and they're particularly interesting. So there's one which has a beautiful young woman wearing a tiara in it, right? And then there's another one where it's a middle-aged, portly gentleman who's got half-moon glasses, you know. And then there is an elderly woman with a grey hair and a cold expression. Which of these 3 paintings do you wish to go see, guys? The beautiful young woman, the middle-aged dude, or the old lady? What do you reckon? The young woman. Let's go check out the beautiful young woman. Is her name Gloria? Started watching Modern Family for the first time. Absolutely loving it. A plaque beneath the painting reads, Lady Margaret of Danvers, 1802 to 1834. You stand and admire her beauty and wonder why she died so young. As you are staring at her face, you suddenly blink and look again. Did you just see her lips moving, like quiver? Like, surely not, though. No. A whisper reads your ears, guys. So, like, okay. A whisper reaches your ears, but you cannot make out its message. You lean forwards and say, "Excuse me, can you say that again, love? I didn't actually catch that." And you put your ear to the lips, you know? And a soft woman's voice is speaking to you. "Stranger, beware of this place, for it is cursed. Many have succumbed to its power, myself included. The evil Lord Kellner will already be plotting your death. Drink not his white wine, or if you can, be gone. Escape while you may." You step back and go, "What?" Sorry. I mean, it must be shock. Glory hole. It must be shock, really, to be honest. Must be in shock. What sort of place is this? You know, it's a creepy, rundown old building filled with priceless antiques and paintings which talk to you. And a cold prickle runs down your neck, and we have to add a fear point. So that's 1. So, do you want to run for the door, guys? Or wait to see what happens next? What do you want to do, guys? Should we wait or run for the door? Should we just leg it out the house? Surely, running out the house, it's the end of the book because we survived the house. Isn't it? That makes sense to me. I don't think I've ever tried that option. I don't know. But what do you guys want to do? Do you want to cut and run? Or do you want to stay and just see what happens? What shall we do? Running, guys. We're running out the door. We're gonna run out for the door. Okay? You race across to the door and twist the handle. Ah! You stifle a scream and release the handle immediately as an electric shock runs up your arm. Lose 2 stamina points. Oh dear. It's one of those trick doors. He's a joker, old Lord Kilner is. He likes his practical jokes. It's the old electric door handle trick. There's footsteps. Someone's coming. I've just spat at the camera. The tall man you met earlier walks in, right? And he looks like this. For anybody who wants to know, that's him there. That's the butler dude who sort of met you. He opens the door for another tall man who's dressed in a purple smoking jacket. "May I present Lord Kellner, the Earl of Drummer," the butler announces, and this Hugh Hefner-looking man walks up to us. "Hello. Hello there." The Earl holds out his hand, and you shake it. His grip is strong, and his eyes pierce yours. His lips widen to a soft smile. You begin to tell him of your predicament. You know, is it man, because taco and all that, right? But he holds up his hand. "Please, I can see that you have been caught in this filthy storm. Let us sit by the fire, and we will see whether we can help. Franklins, tell the cook to prepare some food for our visitor." You protesting, "Oh, mate, no, I don't want any, especially any white wine." But, you know, I'm all right. I went to Mackey's before I came here, you know. You've not heard of it, McDonald's. Oh, mate, it's really nice. Burgers and fries, like, they've only been going for like maybe 10 years, but honestly, it's really good. I think it's going to take off well because it's really nice food, you know. And a clown serves you, so it should be fun. So I had one of them before it came out, mate. So I'm honestly okay, you know. But your host ignores all this and leads you into a drawing room where the fire is burning. It's a crackling fire, guys, which I actually thought, oh yeah, I do, yeah. Sit you by the fire, yeah. The heat of the fire makes you feel comfortable once more. Yeah, lovely. Franklin's returns with 2 glasses of brandy. Haven't got a glass. You know. Will you relax, drink the brandy, and ask if you can use the telephone, or will you wait to see what he says to you? What do you reckon, guys? We're sitting by the fire. We're chilling with some brandy, and we're about to crack into it now. What's going to happen? What should we do? You asked to use the telephone, or should we see what happens? Am I still streaming? I think I am. Nobody wants to say anything, because nobody wants to be responsible for the death, do they? Go on, guys. Go on, guys. Someone's got to do it. Ask to use the telephone, right? Yo, mate, have you got a phone? You got a telephony, please? The fire and the brandy warm you, and you begin to feel a bit more relaxed. We can remove that fear score now. We're back to 0. Because we're chilled now. We're with our Earl. Duke of Earl. You explain to the Earl what happened on the road, and that you would like to use his telephone to call the local garage. And he goes, I'm afraid our telephone line came down tonight in storm. We'll have it repaired tomorrow morning. In any case, garage would not come out here at this godly hour. But don't worry. You are perfectly welcome to spend the night here, as he puts his hand on my knee. I am glad of the company. Tomorrow, Franklin's will wash the sheets and take you into town. Haha, here's Franklin's now. The butler comes in back to announce that there is a meal ready. He goes, I've laid out some grub for you guys, if you want. You both rise to go into the dining room. I mean, don't want the Earl rising, to be honest. It's getting a bit weird. Stop coming on to me, bro. It's Chris Lee. Who the hell's Chris Lee? I don't know who Chris Lee is, mate. You walk into a dining room and it looks absolutely magnificent. Long Chippendale dining room table, a seat at either end, right? It stretches between 2 fine chairs. It's laid with gleaming silvery cutlery, okay, and a rich red wallpaper covers the walls and the room, and it's lit by a sparkling chandelier. So I don't know if we have the fire roaring anymore, guys. Bristling with candles, so there is kind of like, you know, sort of warm glow about the place, which hangs from the ceiling. You take your seat as you hear the weather kicking up outside, the storm, you know, and the butler moves in behind you to offer you some wine. Hey, well, mate, come on, we've only just met. Will you take the white wine or the red wine, guys? Which one do you want to take? Red or white? It's up to you, man. I'm gonna have a little nibble. Got some. I got some popcorn here. The red wine. So, yo, mate, I like red. Yeah, I'll have some red. Is it Merlot? Are we eating red meat or fish? Because that matters. Yeah, he hasn't actually said what meal we're having. So, yo, mate, I've just turned vegan. Any chance of some veggies? The wine is impeccable. Oh, yes. It's a classic 1903. Lovely. It's a fine vintage. Soup follows. We got a bit of soup now, a little bit of tomato, cream of tomato soup, you know, straight out of the can. And now you can either choose to have the lamb, the duck for your main course, or you can tell your host that you've already eaten and you're not hungry. Guys, do you fancy the lamb or the duck, or do you want to continue with the Mackey's filled me up story? What do you reckon? So flaming herring, it looks like we're having meat. Greg says let's have the duck. You alright, Greg, mate? How's it going? The duck. Let's go for duck. Is it got like plum sauce as well, with these roasted honey vegetables and the roasted potatoes and the parsnips? Oh mate, honestly, I want a roast dinner now. Your mouth waters as a roast duck is laid before you. The Earl is having the same, so he's having duck. You're having duck. Basically, you know, white meat is healthier. I mean, basically getting groomed by the Earl, aren't we? And you both chat as you eat, you know. I mean, what do they chat about? Because like Netflix and all that's not been invented yet, so I don't know what we talk about. He wants to know how you came to be driving along this road in the middle of the night. And you tell him about the old man's directions. See, I pulled up at this gas station, and there's this old creepy fella who directed me, and I followed his directions. And then I saw him standing in the middle of the road, nearly ran him over, swerved out the way, hit a tree, and that's how I came knocking on your door. I mean, would you think he'd buy that story? Because that sounds like total BS to me. You ask him about himself, like, tell me, but enough about me, Lord Kellner. Tell me about you and your family. Where you from? I'm a Leo. The Earl of Drumner is the last survivor of his family. His estate stretches for miles around the house. At one time, the estate was prosperous, with many tenant farmers cultivating his land and providing a healthy income for his family. So we had loads of peasants farming our lands. But things started to change, you know, politics, you know, we got taxed a lot more by the royals and all that. So, you know, then my sister died at the age of 32 under mysterious circumstances. Nothing to do with me. I was nowhere near at the time. I was, you know, at the local village playing bingo. She was found dead in the clearing in the woods with strange marks on her neck. You know what I mean? Like, who knows what it was, you know? But it was nothing to do with me. So, and of course, news travels fast in this little village of ours, and the ignorant peasants started muttering about witchcraft, black magic, you know. They're calling me a paganist and all this, you know. It's all a bit much, you know. And in their eyes, the whole house was cursed. You know, I got the blame for it, even though I was playing bingo. But it's pure superstitious nonsense. You have nothing to be afraid of, mate. Nothing to be afraid of. Drink your wine. Nonsense, of course it was. But gradually, the farmers with their pitchforks, they all moved on to new pastures. And now, everybody avoids me like the plague. Call me nonce and all sorts, you know what I mean? Say what? Sorry mate, I'm vegan actually, and I don't drink anymore suddenly. Yeah, can I just go now actually? Can I just walk out of this house please? So now you've finished your meal, you ate the duck. It was quite nice, cooked very nice. A little bit of, you know, peppery stuff on there, and a bit of mint sauce. I don't actually know, we didn't have the lamb, so we didn't have the mint sauce. Sorry, we dipped our duck in plum sauce, sorry. Dipped our duck in Lord Kellner's plum sauce. And Franklin's returns to offer us fruit, cheese, and coffee. Oh, I could go for some brie right now. And a bit of brandy. And he said, what do you want? So you've got fruit, coffee, and brandy. You've got cheese, coffee, and brandy. Or just the cheese and coffee, guys. What do you fancy? Do you want some fruit? You know, a little bit of pear, apple, banana, mango, pineapple, watermelon, with some coffee and a shot of brandy, you know, just to loosen us up a bit for the Lord. Or we can go for cheese, bit of brie, bit of camembert, coffee and brandy. Or just the cheese and the coffee. What do you reckon? options again, please. Like, I repeated it twice. Fruit, coffee, and brandy. That's what option number 1. Fruit, coffee, and brandy. Option number 1. Option number 2 is cheese, coffee, and brandy. Okay, so fruit or cheese, both with coffee and brandy. 2 options. And the third one is just forget them two. Cheese and coffee only. What do you reckon? Cheese and coffee only. Let's go for it. Say, mate, you know, that brandy and Colombian coffee sound... brandy? Sorry, can I have that brie and Colombian coffee, please? That sounds really nice. Oh, my God. The butler brings in a plate of cheese and a steaming pot of coffee. He cuts you a portion of cheese and pours you a coffee into a china cup. Conversation continues, you know. We talk of yesteryear, of times simpler gone by. A storm is kicking up outside. You finish off your meal. The Earl rises to his feet, saying, "Our conversation has been most enjoyable, but now you must be very tired. Do you want to come to bed with me? Franklin's will show you to my room. Let us retire." Alright, Liberace, let's go, mate. You stand up. He's right, man. Whew. You are tired. That cheese just sends you straight to sleep, man. Cheese coma incoming. And you look at a clock ticking by, and it's well past midnight. You stumble and you reach out to steady yourself against the table. Oh, my life, you didn't realize how actually tired you were. Amyl nitrate is taking effect here. Or have you had a little bit too much to drink? Are we a bit of a pisshead? Too much brandy and wine mixed with the coffee. Yeah. Your head starts spinning. Right round, baby, right round, like a messenger, right round, round, round. And the voice of your host begins to become part of a background noise, which is just getting louder and louder in your ears. What's wrong with you? Are you okay? And eventually collapse to the ground and you pass out. I guess you don't handle your alcohol well. Guys, we've just passed out, and I hope I wake up with my pants on. What do you reckon? Franklin's and Lord Kellner. We're gonna wake up in either in a bin liner or like some sheep costume. I'm telling you now. They're having fun right now as we're unconscious. Dungeon. Who knows this place? We open our eyes, we come to, like, our head's still spinning, bum is sore, and it's some time before you're fully aware of the fact that your hands and feet are actually bound together. The room you're in is empty, and you need to work out a plan now what the hell we're going to do. You hop over to the window, you break the glass, and use it to cut yourself free. Nobody hears the plate glass break, though, I guess. And pulling yourself to your feet is awkward, but you manage it. A bit of wriggling, bit of a Houdini done it. And with a mixture of hops and shuffles, you arrive at the window. Outside, the wind is blowing. Cute, very nicely. Against the window panes. Will you go ahead and smash that window with your hands? Something of a risky business, you know, could actually cut a wrist. Or will you just test your luck? Do you actually, guys, do you want to test your luck here? You don't have to. You can. Are we dead yet? You're right, Tim. Not yet, mate, but we're not doing too well. We've just been fed and given alcohol, given dessert, and then we passed out, and now we've woken up tired. And it seems like everyone's gone to bed, so there was a party we missed, and now we got to get the hell out of here. Do you want to test your luck, guys? Usual Sunday for you then. Bloody hell, Tim, mate. Tim's having a right one here. What shall we do, guys? Test for luck, yeah? Okay, let's test for luck. Our luck is 10, by the way. So, and I rolled a 7, so we're lucky. We is lucky. Are we sure it wasn't roofies? Yeah, we've been roofied, mate. So, yes, we do want to test our luck, and we were lucky, so I don't even know if I should have rolled that actually yet. Yeah, were you lucky or unlucky? We were lucky. You managed to escape by splintering glass without harming yourself, okay? So, that's it. You cut yourself free and massage your wrists. Ooh. To get the circulation moving again, because we've been tied up for what seems like a few hours, I think. Then you walk over like John Wayne to the door to try it. It's not locked. You try the handle to open it a little and look outside. Your room is on a first floor landing, okay? Facing the door is a balustrade, and looking over the banisters, you can see the entrance hall down below. To your left, there are doors, or to your left, there are doors in the corner of the landing, which runs along to the right. We can go this way. Or we look to our right, and the landing runs past another door and then turns to the left. So it seems to be kind of like a square upper floor configuration. Do you want to go left or right, guys? What shall we do, man? Hey, man. What's going on, man? What shall we do, guys? We're going to turn left outside, yeah, the door. Okay. Turn left. So, to your left, we'll go this way. You walk up to the two doors in the corner of the balcony. The one is on your left and it's called Balthus. The one in front of you has no name. Do you wish to enter the Balthus room? Or you could go through the other door that doesn't say Balthus. Or we could just turn and go to the other end of the landing. What do you want to do, guys? Balthus door or non-Balthus door? Or return to the other side of the landing? Sounds like someone's moving some furniture around in this house, guys. What should we do? Tell me. Guess they were reusing the names. Balthus Dyer. It's his room. Yeah, 10 books in, guys, and they're reusing names from previous books. Are you saying, Flaming Heron, you want to open the Balthus door, or is that just, you know? No one else is saying anything. Sure, open it. The Balthus door. We're going to open the Balthus room. Okay. Thank you. The room you have entered is bare. Pinstriped wallpaper covers the walls. A hearth is set in the center of one wall, and on the mantelpiece there is a small wooden box. Curtains are pulled together along another wall, but they hang awkwardly, bulging at unnatural places. What do you wish to do? Investigate the bulging curtains. Cough, please. Open the box on the mantelpiece. Could be full of ashes. Or money. Or do you want to leave the room? What do you reckon? Should we leave the room? Go check out the little box on the mantelpiece? Or cup the bulging curtains? Bulging things is never good, mate. Don't know if I agree with that one. Open the box. Right, let's go for the box on the mantelpiece. It's a bit of a nosy now. You walk up to the mantelpiece and pick up the box. A catch is holding it shut, but before you open the box, a rustling from the window attracts your attention. Something's happening. You place the box back on the mantelpiece and walk over to the curtains. So, you're forced. Something's happening, guys. Something's going down. From behind the curtain, a heavy blow hits you on your chest and knocks you backwards onto the floor. Lose 2 stamina points. Oh my gosh. And add 2 fear points. You pick yourself up quickly and the curtain slides to one side. A human figure steps out. Its skin is dirty green color. Its wide eyes stare at you, yet through you. Its jaw gapes open to reveal a mouth that is full of rotten teeth. It wears ragged clothes and it is advancing towards you. And basically you open the curtains and it went like this. Like that. It's a zombie, guys. You have to fight this zombie. We have a skill of 9. It has a skill of 7, so it loses 2 on its dice roll. And so it attacked us. So he goes first in the dice roll. So he rolls an 8, which now becomes a 6. We roll a 5. We lose 1 stamina point. Oh dear me. All the demonic room names are freaking me out. I know, honestly, it's a mental... Look at that crazy picture. That is so cool, that is, honestly. Right, so he rolls a 8, which becomes a 6 again. We roll a 3, so we lose 3 stamina points. We down to 12. I think we're going to get zombied. He rolls an 8 again, which is a 6. We roll a 6 and nothing happens on that round. Guys, this is getting scary. He rolls another 8. What the hell is up with this zombie rolling all these 8s? So that's a 6 for him. We roll a 3. We lose another 3 points. We're down to 9 stamina points now. He's killing us, mate. He's killing us. He rolls a 6, which becomes a 4. We roll, this is our turn, a 6, which he loses 2, so he's down to 4 stamina points. He rolls a 10, which becomes an 8. Guys, this might not end well. He rolled an 8. We rolled an 11. 9, 10, 11. He loses 3. He's down to 1 stamina point now. Honestly. Super zombie. Okay, he rolls a 10, which becomes an 8. So we need to get 9 or above, and he's dead. He had an 8. We rolled a 5. We lose another 3. That's 6 stamina points we're down to. He's down to 1 stamina point. He rolls a 5, which becomes a 3. This is surely it now. 4 or more and he's dead. We roll a 9. Oh my god. We defeat the zombie. Just barely. Do you wish to leave the room or go back to that box on the mantelpiece? Honestly, mate. That got me. That really got me. Do we want to leave the room or check out the box on the mantelpiece? What do you reckon? Hang on. What's going on here? Stream bit rate. Go check out the box. Yeah, I want to see what is in this box, man. It's intrigued me. Let's go. The bottle rattles when you touch it. There is something solid inside. You undo the catch and open the lid. Inside you find a small key. You try the key in the door and it fits. The key turns and unlocks the door. What door? Allowing you to leave the room. So we couldn't have left the room unless we had that key. You find you are in the corner of the landing and there is an unmarked door on your left. Do you wish to go through it? Straight ahead you can see the main staircase going down to the lower floor, and we can go down them stairs if we want. So do you want to do the door that is to our left, or the stairs just in front of us going downstairs? What do you reckon, guys? What do you want to do? Go to the unmarked door. Rhymester speaks. The unmarked door it is. Let's go through it. The door opens into a narrow passageway which ends at a window. There is a door halfway along the left-hand side, and a sign on the door identifies it as the Diabolus room. You want to try the Diabolus door, or do you wish to investigate the window instead? Or if you're not really keen to do either of those, you can actually come back through the door and continue along the landing. Brains! What do you reckon? Do you want to try the Diabolus room, or investigate the window, or go through, continue on the actual landing, the main landing? Window. Let's go check out that window. Investigate the window. Curtains are drawn across the window and you approach cautiously. Don't want another zombie jumping at us. You gingerly pat the folds in the curtain and relieved to find that there's nothing there. Although they seem to be safe, you are still on your guard as you draw them apart. As you do so, a thunderclap booms outside. And the thunderclap outside is a
Thank you! We just become best friends!
Hey! Marple, thank you.
Marble Orchard has just boarded the plane.
Thank you for subscribing, mate. So yeah, the clap of boom of thunder outside, and makes you jump, you know. Makes you jump, but you're safe. We're indoors. It's windy outside, but it's warm inside. And a perfectly ordinary window is uncovered. However, the iron-heavy bars on the outside are a little bit worrying. Through the window, you can see nothing but the rain running down the pane of glass. Can you hear that rain, guys? Just about. But curiously, the rain is avoiding one little area on the window. Could that be that the wind is blowing the rain away from this corner? You bend down to take a closer look, and written in the condensation which is formed on the glass is a message. Oh, you read 3 words: Mordana in Abaddon. Mordana in Abaddon. You repeat this message to yourself, Mordana in Abaddon, and then rub it off the window as well, just in case anyone else should see it, so we're the only ones with the knowledge. The message may be useful to you, and you will realize when it is. If later in the adventure you want to use the message, turn to reference 88. That's the Mordana message, guys, okay? But don't do it now. You must head back to the landing and turn left. No choice there. It's a clue, Scooby-Doo. A short distance further on, you come to the top of the main staircase, which leads down to the lower levels. Immediately opposite the staircase is an unmarked door. Do you wish to go down the stairs or through the unmarked door? Or you can continue on around the rest of the landing. Guys, staircase, door, or continue around the landing? What shall we do, man? Creepiest house ever, this is. Continue around, Greg says. Let's fully investigate the upstairs, yeah? Few steps past the unmarked door is another unmarked door. You can try this one or ignore it and move on. Do you want to keep going? Sorry, just spat my popcorn out. Do you want to keep going or do you want to go through the unmarked door? Sorry. I think I'll lay off the popcorn. What shall we do? Try the unmarked door or ignore it and move on. Keep on walking. Let's keep on moving. Keep on moving. The landing turns right. So we're coming round to the original spot now where we once were. And a passageway branches off. You can either turn left down that passageway and past a couple of doors before turning left again. Or you can go right following the landing back to where we came from. What do you want to do? Do you want to... yeah. Turn down this new branch of passageway or continue back to where we started from. It's also scary. Turn down the new branch, okay? So we'll turn left down the passageway, we'll pass a few doors, and then the passageway will turn left again. You're standing now by two doors. Each has a nameplate on it. Ahead of you is the Asmodeus room. You may try this door, but to your right is the Elvis room. You can go through that one if you want. Or you can follow the corridor until it turns left. So, do you want to try the Elvis room or the Asmodeus room? Asmodeus. Or do you want to follow the corridor? Asmodeus, Elvis, or the corridor? It's also scary, man. It's also scary. Elvis. The Elvis room. Elbis. Eblis, actually. It's Eblis, not Elbis. Eblis. Eblis, Asmodeus, or the corridor. Zombie Elvis. Oh, it's like that film that what's his name was in. What was that called? And it had like it was Elvis is actually not dead. He's living in a retirement home, and he has to fight off a lot of zombies or something. I can't remember what it was called. Really funny. What's his name? Bruce Campbell played Elvis. Did a funny job of it, but I can't remember the name of the film. It was pretty good. Anyway, do you want to go through the Eblis room or the Asmodeus room or follow the corridor, guys? To update that thing. Stream elements. What should we do, guys? Have we still got our Y-shaped stick from Firetop Mountain? Mate, we're not even the same. We're not even in the same universe. Yeah. I think we're in a different. Clear universe. Oh man, I don't know why, but I'm so tired. I don't know why. I had a good night's sleep as well. The Eblis room, the Asmodeus room, or continue, guys. Like. Eblis or it is? Second room. Alright, Eblis it is, guys. We're going to your right is the Eblis room, which you can enter. That's what we're going to do. You enter a dimly lit bedroom and close the door behind you. The room is empty apart from a dressing table and a large bed. But you can hear music playing, guys. We hear a bit of music playing. What music should we hear playing, guys? Let me see here. What have we got? This is the music we hear playing. We might hear this as well. This could be the music.
I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. And then the witch doctor, he told me what to do.
It's gonna become a music stream. The chicken countdown, isn't it? Yeah. I don't have that set up, mate. Or it could be this one. Oh. Could be this one. Oh, that is the same one. Oh, that says move it. What the hell? I don't know. Anyway, let's play this. This is the music playing. We hear music playing. The room is empty apart from a dressing table and a large bed. Do you wish to search the room to make sure it's safe, or leave straight away and head back to the landing? This is the music we hear. Mozart remix, isn't it? Do you remember this release from Mozart, guys? The Requiem, yeah? Requiem remix. It was way ahead of its time. Yeah, he was the forefront of club music. Somebody ought to redo all Mozart's music to techno. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing here, eh? DJ Aston. Come on, guys, mate. Are we making sure this room is safe, or are we leaving the room, guys? This is a bit of a beat, isn't it? This is good music to funk to, I reckon. It's got good music. Come on, everybody, clap your hands! Let's go! Let's rock this house of Ella! Let's do it! Get those emotes in the chat, guys. Come on. I'm sure this will wake Lord Kellner up, guys. Come on, let's get it going. What are we doing, eh? House of Hell music. Honestly. Oh man. I can't. I think that's all there is, man. Let me see what else we got here. Oh, I've got a folder called music, guys. Here we go. Whole folder full of music. Oh, this one's for Greg. This one, we gotta play this for Greg because I know he likes this. Let me see here. Let's see. Let's try something. Something. Greg Hill, where are you from, mate? Where are you from? Ooh, actually, yeah, let's do this one. Yes. Let's do this one, guys. This could be the music as well. This is a good one. This actually has a swear word in it in the original song. Do you know what I mean? This has the end. this room is safe, or do you want to head back to the landing?
There must be more to life than this. There must be more to life
Bit
than
of Michael
this.
Jackson, eh? Bit of Michael Jackson singing a Freddie song.
How do we cope in a world without love?
Let's make sure it's safe, yeah?
Mending all
We'll play
those
the music
broken
first.
hearts and tending to those crying faces. There must be more to life than killing. A better way for us to survive. But without, in a world without children, there must be more to life than this. Why is this world so full of hate? People dying everywhere, and we destroy what we create. People fighting for their human rights, but we just go and sing, "C'est la vie." So this is life. There must be more to life than living. There must be more than meets the eye. I live in hope for a world filled with love. Then we can all just live in peace. There must be more to life, much more to life. There must be more to life, more to life than this.
Freddie wrote this song, and then he met up with Michael Jackson, and they sang it together. And this is Michael's singing it completely. Obviously, the version on the album is just Freddie. This actually never got released because Michael Jackson started bringing in Lana separately into the recording studio. Freddie was like, "Yeah, I ain't doing that. I'm getting out of here now." And they never finished the songs that they worked on. So, anyway, that's the musical little segment, guys. There's no hiding places in the room, by the way. The bed is solid and reaches down to the floor. You appear to be safe. But suddenly your ears prick up as you hear a shuffling sound outside. It's Michael. Basically, he's doing the moonwalk outside. With ears peeled, you listen. The shuffling stops outside the door that we're in. Will you wait to see who is there, or make other plans, guys? What do you want to do? No Thriller. Oh, mate, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? We played a bit of Thriller. I don't have it, Fred, on hand. Sorry. What else have we got here? Oh, 1975. So I've got a special treat for you guys. This is the very first time Queen played Bohemian Rhapsody ever. Okay? Now, it was back in 1975, part of their A Night at the Opera tour, and evidently, the very first time they played it live was at the Empire Theatre in Liverpool on the 14th of November. Okay? And this is that recording.
Just killed a man. Put a gun against his head. Pull my trigger like he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now God has thrown it all away. if nothing really matters.
Red, this is the first live recording of Bohemian Rhapsody. Pretty historic. This is Hate live the audio.
My time has come. Then shivers down my spine. Body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind. Face the
That's it. First ever live recording. Anyway, guys, sorry. I had to play that. Yeah, the shuffling stops outside the door. Will you wait to see who is there, or will you make other plans, guys? What do you want to do? Make other plans, or wait to see who's there? Piss our pants while we wait. Sorry, I had to do that. The current stream's bitrate is higher than the recommended bitrate. Hey Loxley, how's it going, mate? Guys, we need an answer here. There's a shuffling. Somebody's outside this door. Do we want to wait to see who it is, or do we want to make alternate plans? Wait to see, yeah. How goes it? Yeah, it's all right, Loxley. How are you, mate? Long time no speak. We're gonna wait, yeah. It's going good, but I'm not making any decisions. Mine led to an immediate death last time. Right, we're gonna wait to see who is there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're in a, so Loxley, just to set you up the scene, we're in a house of hell, yeah, and the guy fed us, gave us some booze. We got knocked unconscious. We were tied up. He had his wicked way with us, probably. We've escaped that, and now we're trying to get out. We crashed our car down on his path, and we're trying to get out. We're trying to survive. So that's kind of like, you know. So you watch as the door handle cautiously begins to, you know, turn, and you prepare yourself for whoever or whatever should appear, and the handle starts slowly turning, and then it's released. The shuffling noise disappears off down the passageway. Your visitor has decided to leave this room alone. Breathing a sigh of relief, you sit down on the bed, but what will your next plan be? Would you like to take a short nap and perhaps regain some stamina? We've only got 6 stamina, by the way. Would you rather leave the room and either follow the passageway around or return to the landing? You've missed a lot. Mate, it's all, you can watch it all afterwards, but I mean, we had a little bit of a concert play out as well. But other than that, you know, it's all good. musical version of House of Hell. Yeah, it's the musical version. I tell you what, as well, I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna do another little. We're gonna have a minute here. Barricade the door and nap. Okay, we're gonna have a little nap then, right? And for everybody who lives in Australia, this is for you now, guys. I am purely playing this next bit for you. This again is Queen. I'm about to play. When they played in 1985, they went to Melbourne, Australia. Okay, and they played a concert in Melbourne, Australia in 1985. And this, it doesn't say where. Just says live in Melbourne, 19th of April, 1985. And then this is it. So here we go. You climb into bed and you lie down still. You know, you can just hear the rain outside a little bit, you know, and whatever. Like, you can hear nothing actually, it says. And then you hear a single faint click as you shift your weight. You must have released a small catch because suddenly you're flung up to the ceiling like a gigantic claw. The bed has snapped up to the wall, swallowing you, and it's pitch black and the bedclothes are thrown off you as you fly down several meters before landing on something hard. We lose 2 stamina points instead of actually gaining any, guys. We're down to 4 stamina now, okay? And we've just, like, the bed, we lie down on the bed basically. Let me see if we get this right here. We lay down on the bed, right? And we start to go, and it goes, and it pushes us back up into the wall, and then we fall down the house. The house wants to kill us, basically. Guys, it doesn't look good now suddenly. Passageway that we find ourselves in has a rough stone walls, and it must run along the outside of the house. Rocky stairs lead down further, and you follow them until you reach the bottom. The air is cooler down here, and you realize you must be in the cellars beneath the house. A half-hidden wooden door is standing ajar. You poke your head round it and peer into the room. Across the room is another door, but what you see in front of you fills you with alarm. Guys, what have we walked into here? Gosh. Here's what we see, guys. Prisoners. Prisoners. Prisoners, guys. This room seems to be a dungeon of some sort. For along one wall are 4 cells with heavy iron bars locking their occupants inside. Guys, this is not good. No one seems to be on your side of the bar, so you walk in to have a look. A twig cracks as you step forward, and immediately 3 bodies spring to life in 3 of the cells. They are ragged, clothes in tatters, hair disheveled and grubby, and they all reach forward through the bars and plead with you to release them. Each one has been captured by the Earl of Drummer's servants and imprisoned to await some horrendous fate. Nearest to you is a pretty young girl. Her face and fair hair are dirty and she is in tears. She desperately wants to be released. In the second cell is a tall man with strong features. He has accepted that he is about to die. I mean, in all honesty, I don't think there'd be that much in here. So, we wouldn't really hear much down here, would we? And obviously we'd hear people walking around upstairs. The second cell is a tall man with strong features. The Earl is certainly into some kinky stuff. It's the people under the stairs! He has accepted that he is about to die and bravely asks you to kill him now, to deprive the evil Earl of his pleasure. In the third cell is a balding man in a grey gown who absolutely says nothing. Do you wish to try to help these prisoners? Would you like to talk to the young girl, the dark man, or the bald man? Or you can not talk to any of them and walk away. So, what do we do? We're going to try... It says here, do you wish to help these prisoners? You may talk to one of them if you wish. So we can either talk to the young girl, the dark man, the bald man, or we can just go sod this and leave. What do you want to do, guys? Not the girl. Okay. Well, one of them's having a leak, by the sounds of it. So, the dark man, the bald man, or we leave. What do you want to do? Talk to the bald guy. Yo, mate. What's happening? You step up to the bald man's cell.
Do not waste your time in here, he says, for you cannot help us. Our only hope is that you can destroy the evil in this house before it destroys us. But that is unlikely, because you would have to destroy the master first. He may only be killed with the crisp knife, and the battle may only take place in a red room, to symbolize a battle taking place in hell itself. The dining room upstairs has red walls, but it is always locked, and the key is hidden behind the mirror when ceremonies are taking place. If you can find the crisp knife and the key, then you may save the world from the devilry that is brewing within these walls. But as for us, we will all be dead before the night is out, so don't waste your time with us. You sound just like a bald guy. Don't waste your time. I've spat all over me book, guys. You listen to his advice and consider whether you ought to leave immediately, as he suggests, or shall we talk to the others first? Maybe they've got a different opinion. Who knows? What should we do? Should we just take his advice and leg it? Or shall we have a little chat to the old man or the young girl? What do you reckon, guys? Leg it. Tony says leg it. You're right, Tony. How's it going, mate? We are going to do what the bald man says and make like a tree and get out of here. Further up the passage is another door in the right-hand wall. You can try this door, or you can pass it and continue along the corridor. What shall we do, guys? Try the door that we just come across, or pass it and continue along the corridor. Try the door. Right, let's do this. Let's get this done, guys. We're going to try the door. The door opens wide.
You are about to step inside, but you hesitate when you see what lies within. You are entering an underground torture room. In one corner stands a formidable Iron Maiden. Its deadly door stands ajar. A stretching rack is in the center of the room. Hanging from the ceiling along the left-hand wall are 2 cages. One is just about large enough for a man to crouch in, and the other will allow a man to stand up but not move about. A shiver runs down your spine. Suddenly, 2 pairs of hands grab your wrists, and you are shoved forward into the room. From behind the door steps a broad-shouldered man with powerful arms. He is dressed in a leather apron and trousers, and wears a patch across his left eye. "So," he exclaims, "and who do we have here, trespassing in our house? Come on, speak up. Have you lost your tongue?" What will your answer be? Basically, guys, this is what we have just walked in on. Mr. Gray's playroom, okay? That's exactly what we've just walked in on. Okay? Rock on. What will our answer be? Will we tell him that we're trying to find a way out and we'll be happy to leave straight away, see if he buys it? Or that you claim to be one of the master's friends? Should we try and bullshit our way out of this and say we're his friend? Or should we say, dude, I want to leave this place because it is too freaky. I'm not into this, man. I'm not that type of guy. Or should we just say, yeah, but I am the type of guy. I'm his friend. Come on, mate. Tweak him, yeah? Let's go. Well, let's put me in that maiden, mate. This is what I've come for. What are we going to say? Bullshit time. Right, we're going to try and bullshit our way out of it. We're going to say, yo, Lord Kilner's me man. He's me homie. I've come round to see what he's been up to. He's invited me for some weekend of fun, he said. He asked me to bring a leather suit. Ah, friend of the master's, snarls the torturer. I have not seen you before, and I know all the master's friends. You tell him that you're new to this house, and that, so we're a newbie, so go easy on us. It's the first time for me. You tell him that you're new to the house, and that is why you were wandering about lost. The torturer is not, though, convinced of our story, but cannot risk harming one of the master's friends at the same time. He goes, I'll tell you what I'll do, he announces. I don't believe you, but I'll give you a chance. If you convince me that you're one of the master's friends, I'll let you go. But first you have to pass a test. And he's got all the dirty, spitty stuff in his mouth. Tie our friend down, lads. The torturer's assistants bundle you off to the middle of the room and tie you on a rack. Oh, this is getting from bad to worse. We've only got 4 stamina, so we can't take much, guys. Right then, says the torturer. Let's see if you really do know the master or not. Orville here will give you a letter. You tell me the first word that comes into your head, beginning with that letter. If you take your time and think too long about your answer, Dirk his name is it Diggler, will tighten the rack. Got that? All right, let's start. Come around and dance with some Queen music. Each time the torturer's assistant gives you a letter, you must write down on a piece of paper the first word you can think of which begins with that letter and relates to this house. After your test is complete, the torturer will continue your answers and then decide whether or not he believes your bullshit. So, guys, are you ready? You guys have got to do this, not me. I will write it down. So, the first letter Orville gives you is D. Right? So, what do we do? D, guys. What do we do with D? Give me some. Fine, I need to add a few inches time. So the letter is D. What comes to our minds, guys, with the letter D? He's not giving me the D. It'll be a double D, mate, if we're not quick enough here. It says we lose 1 stamina point if we don't do it straight away, as Dirk tightens the rack. Right? So, what D? Come on. Give me a D, guys. If there's no D in the chat, we lose a stamina point. Dungeon, right, okay. The letter D for us means dungeon, okay. Because dead, because that's what we'll end up with. Okay, so, next letter, Orville, shouts the torturer. Orville thinks and says, A. Guys, a letter A. What comes to your mind with A? A is the letter we're on. Guys, I think you might be lagging behind. Everybody refresh your stream. Refresh the stream so you can catch up. Because I think everybody's lagging behind here. Dance. Letter A, guys. Asleep. Okay, I'll take the first answer. Right. Come, Orville. Let's have another. Orville thinks again, and this time he says K. What letter K, guys? What letter with the K, guys? Chris. Right. Orville is now getting the hang of the game and is enjoying it. M is his next letter. What's the something beginning with M, guys? M for mother. Murder. There's been a murder. Right, Orville's getting really excited now. He's been practicing his next letter and just blurts it out excitedly. S. S is his choice. What's something beginning with S? I love my mom. What's the S, guys? Satan, right, okay. Alright, Orville, that'll do for now. He turns to you. Have you been convincing him? Over the next 5 references, some of the answers that he would have been expecting are listed. Each one scores a number of points. If you choose one of the words listed, record how many points we scored. When you have been through all 5 references, you will have convinced the torturer if your score is high enough. Okay. I think I understand. Right. Did we write either Diabolus or Drummer for either of those? No, we didn't. So we scored a 0 in that first round because we said Dungeon. Right? So we lost out on that one. Guys, we're going to end up dead here. I can see it. Scoring the points is indicated. You wrote down any of the following. So for the A, there was Azazel, Abaddon, Asmodeus, or Apollyon. We said asleep, so that scores a 0 as well. Nothing in that round either. Right. Scoring the points indicated. We said Chris, and the survey said 3 points. We got 3 points for Chris, guys. Alright, so the next one, we said murder, and the ones that we could score points on is either Mammon, Man in White, or Donna, or Man in Grey. We got 0 on that one again. Right. We're dead. I know we're dead. And now for the final round, which was S, points that we could earn for is Shaku or Shaitan. We scored a 0. We only got 3 points, guys. Are we doing well? Tim, mate, we're going to die here. You're about to witness our death. That's what you come back for. Okay, a torturer has us racked up and he is torturing us, and we're trying to bullshit him by saying we know, you know, Lord Kilner is my mate, and he's going, I don't believe you. So he's given us a game to play, which we've just finished it, and if we score enough points, we live, and if we don't score enough points, I don't know what will happen. We scored 3 points in that game. So it says here, how many points did you score in total? If you scored 12 points or more, turn to this page. If you scored 8 to 11 points, turn to this page. And if you scored less than 8, that's us, turn to this page. So we scored less than 8 points. Enough! Shouts the torturer. Undo the imposter's ropes. Our friend is no more the master than is the chief of police. You are bound to admit that, yeah, mate, I tried to bullshit. You're absolutely right. And you tried to excuse yourself by saying that you thought you must try that story. Otherwise, you would have been killed. You tell him the real story. So, right, I was driving my car, right, just fed up with gas. We crashed. And I need to get to my appointment tomorrow. It's dead important that I get to this appointment. If I don't attend this appointment, there's going to be a chain reaction of events that basically sets off a nuclear blast, destroying everybody. So I got to get to my appointment tomorrow. And I need to phone somebody to come and get it. So I came across this house. This is how we're going to try and, get out. And Lord Kilner basically, groomed me and then threw me in his chamber. So, that's basically what's happened. I just want to leave. I just want to go home. Oh, a casual visitor, eh? Well, how do you like our dungeon, friend? Pleasant enough for you, is it? Having a good time? Into the cage with this miserable wretch. Torturer's men tighten their grip on your wrists and frog march you over to the left-hand wall. And we'll show our friend just how hospitable we are. Continues the torturer. What sort of accommodation would you like, my friend? Do you want to spend the rest of your life crouching down or standing up? Torturer's evil laugh resounds around the room. What will your answer be? The tall cage or the box cage? I mean, we're still alive. We haven't died yet. Like, we can either stand up for the rest of our life, or we can crouch down for the rest of our life. What do you reckon, guys? What's the best way to go? On all fours, or stood up? I can't believe... do you know what? I've never made it to this part of the book ever. This is the first time, guys. Stood up. Tony wants to stand up for the rest of his life. Okay. We'll choose the tall cage. Can I have the tall cage, please? So, kills me back. The tall cage is lowered down from the wall. The back opens and you are shoved inside. It is a tight fit and you are forced up against the bars as the door is locked behind you. One of the torturer's assistants winches you up into the air. This is like a Saw game. Wanna play a game? Isn't it? This is like Jigsaw. That torturer is Jigsaw. You will hang suspended from a rope until your stamina runs out from starvation. Well, we've only got 4 stamina, so it ain't gonna take long. If hunger does not take its toll quickly enough, the cramps probably will. For although you are standing up, you may not sit down or lean on the cage. Basically, your adventure is as good as over. Fucking done. Tell them we really have to get to this meeting to fix my hemorrhoids. Excuse me, mate. Guys, I think that's a goodbye. We died, basically. That is gone. Gone, and gone and gone. It's all gone, guys. It's all gone. Basically, innit? We's dead. Oh, I better keep that up, actually. Keep the light illuminating on me. So, sorry to say, but we didn't make it, guys, in the House of Hell. The House of Hell had our wicked way with us once again. We are dead. Deader than dead. So, we did okay. We found 1 clue. 1 clue, mate? That is bullshit. That is crap. That is rubbish, mate. We did 1 clue. Bodies must be piled high in this place. Guys, there's so many bodies in this dungeon thing. I don't know, mate. Honestly. Is bullshit. Absolute bullshit, man. Anyway. That's it, guys. I'm afraid. So, let's see. What is the next one in 2 weeks' time, guys? So, the next Fighting Fantasy is on the 1st of October. Okay? And that is Talisman of Death. So, this is the next book here. Ooh, sugar. Whoops-a-daisy. My bad. Talisman of Death, guys. That's the next one. Okay? That'll be the next book we do. Let me set up the stream now. And then I'll put the link in the chat to it. You've never played it, Frank. Wow. You see a death in her. Never mind. The stream introduced me to the Fairy Feller's Masterstroke, which was one of the greatest performances of all time. Well, at least it wasn't a total loss for you then, mate. So that's something, that is. Right, let me schedule this up here. So, Talisman of Death, isn't it? Let me get this in. Talisman of Death. It was fun, yeah. Let's shall we go out with a little bit of music again, shall we? Let's put some rare shit on again. Sun City. Here we go. We've got we're back with Queen again. And let's do some improvisation, which goes into the March of the Black Queen and My Fairy King. This was in South Africa, guys, where I believe Freddie caught the illness that finished him off. This is where they played Sun City at the Super Bowl, Botswana, 19th of October, 1984. Okay, let's go for it. I don't think there's any vocals. Bunch of books. Way of the Tiger, yeah? I want to get those. And I want to get the Nailstorm ones as well. One was there. This is in honor of the book we just did, guys.
This is a tricky situation. I've only got myself to blame. It's just a simple fact of life, but it happens to everyone. You win, you lose. It's a chance you have to take with love. You fell in love, now you say it's over, falling apart.
Together, to love and live forever in each other's hearts.
It's a hard life when you're trapped in the house of hell, guys.
I tried man the broken pieces.
He used his song
I tried to fight
guitar in
back.
all their recordings bar one. Crazy little thing
It's
called
just a
love.
simple state
He
of
used
mind,
a
but it happens to
Flint caster.
everyone. Oh, it hurts deep inside when your lover's got you down.
There we go.
Inside. Life is
That's it.
on the road. Now I'm waiting for something fall from the sky. Where you belong.
Thank you.
It's a hard life. Two lovers together, to love and live forever at each other's heart.
It's a hard life in the house of hell.
Hard life to learn to care for each other, to trust in one another right from the start. When you're in love.
It's a hard life when Lord Kellner has you by the balls. Basically. Guys, that's it, guys. I can't believe it that he died in the house of hell. So, guys, thank you so much for coming.